ball, RJ.
I'm here with 2021 quarterback Caleb Williams. Caleb, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
Very cool, very cool. I want to start with the news for the folks that follow the channel very closely. You recently took a visit to Oklahoma. Just how did it go for you?
It went great. I had a real good, long, meeting type with Coach Riley, and it went well. I toured the campus. It was just a great visit overall.
Were you thinking, why am I going out to Oklahoma when you went out there, or were you going out there for a very specific purpose?
So I was going out there for a purpose. I saw Coach Riley when Wette committed, or he had the in-home visit. So I saw him then, and I thought he was a cool guy. I was trying to see how I would vibe with him. So I definitely wanted to get out there and take a visit, and that's what I did. And I feel like I vibed pretty well with him when I was there.
You mentioned Wette, that'd be Joseph Wette. He is a freshman at Oklahoma, outside linebacker, rush in type. Really cool cat. I got to know him over the last year, and it's been a lot of fun. And then all of a sudden, it's like I put two and two together, and then it's like, oh yeah. That's my teammate, and he's the best in the country at his position. I was like, I know. Well, I know that that's not how you get down and whatnot, but I watch a huddle film, and I see a dude that absolutely knows how to lead, but also has all the tools. Do you ever get tired of hearing any of that?
No, I mean, I kind of take it as a compliment. I never really get tired of compliments. But I don't necessarily allow it to, make my head big or anything. I stay focused. But compliments and achievements and accolades are always nice to have.
Coming out of Gonzaga, college, high school, y'all do things a little bit differently. You're very easy to talk to. And I asked him this question when he was still kind of making up his mind, and then he committed. What is it that you're looking for in a university? I mean, football aside, what are you into?
Well, I mean, you said football aside, but I'll add football real quick.
Okay, all right.
Probably a few things. Football-wise, it's the head coach, the offense coordinator / QB coach. I also look for community-wise, as in the players, how well they vibe together, how cool they are, and how cool they are at fanning, as in they don't hate on each other. They're kind of a together type thing, a brotherhood within the football program, and then for outside of that, for the community within the football, and the school, as in the students, the support, and then the support from the fans and other people like that outside of the football aspect.
So a very well-rounded football program, yes?
Yeah,
So what are you looking to study?
What am I looking to study? Probably business.
Okay.
I like being in charge of things. So probably a CEO, so entrepreneurship or entrepreneur. I like being in charge of things.
A quarterback who likes being in charge of things. Imagine that.
Yeah.
So when we talk about being in charge of things, being a CEO, studying business, are there folks outside of football that you look to help orient you in the world? Who are some of the folks that you look up to, outside of your parents and outside of, say, just the football world?
Outside of the football world, so many people I look up to outside of the football world, or my parents.
Okay.
I guess you can say obviously the people that are big money guys and things like that have a lot of money. They had to get there some way. I think it's I think it's Microsoft. I think it's a Harvard guy.
Bill Gates. Yeah. Microsoft.
Yeah. He was a Harvard guy, and he stayed up all night working on his Microsoft basically, and it shows you that how hard you have to work to get what you want.
So along the lines of how hard you have to work to get what you want, was football easy for you?
Is football easy?
Was and is, yeah, past tense and present tense.
I mean, I would say the game aspect is probably the easiest for me.
Okay.
But going through the years, it's been hard. Learning new things. But I take pride in that, learning different offenses, different defenses, different schemes, and all of that. I take pride in it, even though it's challenging. But I mean, it's hard, it should be. Nothing really should be easy if you really love it. So yeah.
So if we could talk a little ball for just a second, what kind of an offense would you say that Gonzaga runs?
Well, we're kind of versatile. Sometimes we go we'll switch up our game plan basically every week.
Yep.
So, I mean, I could say we're a pro-style offense.
Okay.
I run a little bit when I have to, when we call design runs.
But you would prefer not to?
Yeah, no, I love to throw touchdowns and things like that. So I don't really care for running. But if I have to, I do what I have to help.
So when I'm watching huddle film of you, there's lots of things to jump out, but y'all are spread. You like to get the ball out. You'll also stand in there and get destroyed so that you can complete a skinny post. Moxie stuff for a quarterback. But one of the things I wanted to ask you was, do you make adjustments at the line? Or are you reading one side?
I have full control of my offense. Yeah.
Oh, really?
I've had it. Yeah. I've had it since freshman year. Because I came in just about every day to learn the whole offense, and I learned it pretty fast and pretty well. So yeah, I'm able to switch protections or switch the play and switch it to a run or something like that if needed. So
I'm gonna tell you a short story, and I just want to get your response to it. So there's a quarterback in the NFL. His name is Bryce Petty. He came out of Baylor at the time. And the way that they ran their offense was he really didn't have to do all that much, and that was kind of a knock on him. But one of the questions that he was asked is, do you know what a Mike linebacker is? He's like,
yeah, I do.
You've heard this story?
Oh, I thought you were asking me that.
Yeah, I was about to say, but they asked him that, and he didn't know what a Mike linebacker was. So when you say that you know how to not just change the route combinations or switch from run to pass, but you can slide protections, that's a really big deal. Especially at your age. I mean, we're talking about you being the IT class a year from now. And you've been doing that for the last 3 years, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Last 2 years.
Years.
Going on my third.
Okay.
Yeah, going on my third.
So, last question that I wanted to get before I get you out of here. Two questions. First one is, what would be the advice that you would give to younger quarterbacks than yourself or folks that want to be good quarterbacks? Yeah.
One piece of advice. I wasn't the biggest guy when I was younger. I've gotten a lot bigger, but I was not the biggest guy when I was younger. So one piece of advice I would say is don't let people try to tell you what your future is or anything like that. Just keep focusing on what you have to do and surpass all your goals and all of that, and keep working.
And the last question is the obligatory one of which schools are you most interested in at the moment?
I would probably say Georgia, Oklahoma, Oregon, LSU, Stanford. I would say those right now.
Okay. No, that's a good enough list, and that's a very good list. 2021 quarterback Caleb Williams out of Gonzaga, former teammate of sooner Joseph Wette. Caleb, hey, seriously, man, I appreciate this. Thank you for taking the time. I know it's not something you normally do.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
All right, man. Talk to you.